labels for them and took it to the mail place. What are you up to? Ooh. Is this your first turnaround? Where are you making your turnaround in? Oh, that looks great so far. Oh no, I believe it. I believe it. I'll throw mine in like harmony and then try to animate it. Sometimes that'll help me wrap my head around this situation a little bit. You're sharing just your the Photoshop window. Looks cool. Yeah. Right. So they look great so far. Has Alan been giving you any tips? Alan does like really clean type stuff. Like I think Alan actually might have like a kind of a design background like you a little bit. Or something like that. He's a really good animator. He's like really, he kind of reminds me of you in a sense that like he has like a really kind of like detail-oriented mind. Like even though he's like very like fluffy and having fun and like goes with the flow, just like everything he does is like so perfect. It's crazy. Yes, precision. That's like the perfect way. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah. Me personally, I'm noticing that like the first time I do a character turnaround, it's like basically just like wrapping my head around the character. Like I feel like I need to draw them a bunch before I can like even really understand them. I saw a Hell of a Boss or whatever Husband Hotel character turnaround that got leaked or whatever, and like they only drew them from certain angles. Like they would be like you wouldn't draw them from every angle, so the turnarounds were like kind of limited, but it was like on purpose, like by design. Yes. Like me and my furry that I designed, like I will never try to draw her. Too much. It was 8 times 3. That was so fun to make. The mouth wobbles a little bit. Like if I go back into it, I'll probably like just like double check that. But yeah, I was while I was making it, I was like, this absolutely sucks the whole time. And then when I was done and I saw it, like After I posted in Discord, I was like, fuck this, and I posted it. I really liked it. I was happy about it. I'm like that. Yeah, I'm definitely like that big time. Like, it takes me, I need space from stuff. That's definitely one of my favorite things you've done. Yeah, it was like almost giving like 1950s painted poster vibes, like just like the rendering style or something. No. Are they like that? Like what you did? It's really cool. Oh my god. Say something. Okay, hold on. They've been hearing me talk to myself. I'm so bad at this. Alright. Why isn't it showing up? You can keep talking. I mean, they don't need to know.
Well, I was for your sake.
Okay, it works now.
Oh, you're fixing it. Okay.
Jesus, dude. Yeah, they're like, Wally lost her mind again. Oh my god. So anyway.
I'm trying to find these posters for you. Portraits, posters, but yeah, they're of that 50s style.
I love the 50s. 50s are cool. They're kind of sad. I can tell there's like kind of like the swag from the 60s is approaching, but like there's almost like a fascism in the culture that's sort of like, I don't know,
Yeah.
like wanting everything to be like exactly the same. Or that was because after World War II they built all those homes that looked exactly the same everywhere, and it was kind of like blonde
Here,
babies.
I'm showing them.
But I
On
love
the
the
stream.
50s, like I love all the patterns from the 50s a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hear Aaron
And
on
the-
YouTube, by the way. That's so funny.
The undercurrent of like spy stuff and like high tech and like low tech situations.
Yes.
It was in the 50s, which I think is interesting, just visually too.
And I love the like weird graphic design choices.
Yeah.
They like the 8-pointed line thing. It's like a starburst.
I love like Soviet propaganda poster graphic design vibes. It's just so contrasty, you know?
I don't know if I know what you're
Bold
talking
and
about.
bold. You know,
Their
yeah,
theme
you
song
probably-
kills though.
the classic. I don't think this. Yeah, this is a style poster. Like this image I'm sending you.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've seen this. Okay, yeah. Yeah. It's fucking sick.
Very cool.
I love the face, like the shapes in the face, like they're so like, I don't know.
Oh, for the TF2 mercs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game has such good art direction, and then they put like 60 million microtransaction hats in it, and it kind of ruined it. But it, you know, it's still good.
They always do that. Size in World of Warcraft.
I played a little bit of WoW. I was never like uber addicted to it though.
I was legit the #2 warlock in the country because my guild master was the #1.
Wow, the apprentice
Yeah.
situation.
We didn't really know each other.
Okay.
He went by the name Asian. He was like some stranger from the south. He'd be like, "All right, we're gonna kill this Lich King."
Oh, he had a southern accent?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
He was giving Missouri vibes.
The Missouri Warlock King, or whatever.
All right, y'all, time to pop y'all flasks. Not even close. I'm gonna not do that, actually. So what are you working on now?
Same stuff. Well, I'm doing the side profile of, or trying to.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's a hard one because for me, it's like something that kind of helped me, but also messed me up was like how the chest and the back kind of come, like the chest comes forward and the back goes up, and like how to put the neck in there.
And then how to maintain the shape of the clothes. So it's like I have to put the shapes in the right spot.
You can always
Especially
break it
just...
a little if you want.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably... It's not going to be perfectly... like atomically correct, but...
Oh no, that shit's like, fairly geometrical.
Yeah. There's just a bunch of squares, and then I have like an eye shape for the shoulders. Like an eye shape.
You know what's funny?
Curve.
After we like figure out what the animatic is gonna be, and then like we lock it, I think like actually making it is gonna be like really fast.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I guess we are actually making it right now, but not like, you know.
The actual final product, yeah. I agree with you, because it's kind of like I've done so many like paintings, and what I've learned from that is just like it's just planning. It's like 95% planning, and then you can turn your brain off and execute your plan. And depending on how well you've planned, that's how well it turns out.
Yes,
You know?
yes. There are like different checkpoints where you can choose to kind of like revisit and whatever, but
It's not working.
yeah, it's cool. I love animation.
It's so intimidating though, because there's not like reassurance. Well, like you said, there's checkpoints, but there's not like super. I guess I haven't done it enough to know in my mind what the final result is going to look like confidently. You know what I mean?
You've never been part of an animation project before, have you? Like a, you know.
Not like a proper one, no.
That's cool though.
It's very exciting.
I think
it's what I've always wanted to do.
You always seem like very, like, you're like really smart. So I think like,
Oh.
I think like, yeah, no, I mean like, I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. I mean like, I think seeing the process happen once will just sort of make a lot of it click. I remember like when I didn't know anything about animation, like just sort of thinking about it was kind of scary as hell. Now I think back on it a little bit. Actually, yeah, that was scary as hell. For sure.
It is. Because it's like, it's so much time commitment, and then it's like the whole time, yeah, for me, it's just like, I don't know.
Well, when I got the Meat Canyon job, like 6 years ago or whatever, all the files would go through me because I was the compositor.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to like coordinate with the background people, the animation people, the editor person, who was also the sound designer person. And you know, sometimes I would look back in the day, I would look at scripts and stuff and kind of look at the boards and like so it's like getting to see how everything kind of starts, and then at the end like putting it all together, and that kind of gave me like a perspective of like the process. And then I got to work for someone else who was really cool, who I was an animatic editor for him, and then basically he was a director and writer and stuff like that. And so I would edit the animatic while he would come up with jokes and stuff. And I would do, you know, sound design. I would do scratch audio, scratch sound effects, just with my mouth, you know. And
cool.
And then like break it apart and get it ready for animation. So that was like kind of a fun look into like the beginning part of the process, you know. So.
Mm-hmm. And it gave you a really good, solid understanding of the whole thing.
Yes. It was like from being in the beginning and the end of kind of the situation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just made it easier.
I could definitely see that. I'm definitely a person that, like, my brain it lets me work on stuff if it's like important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's so hard to motivate myself if it's just like I'm learning aimlessly. You know?
Yeah. I'm like that too.
I think that's why we succeed in our, or you know, I did succeed. But what was I gonna say? With my first graphic design job, it was at Showstopper, which is like the dance competition place or whatever. I don't know how much context to give of what I've told you, and then for chat, I guess. But I basically just like lied a bunch on my resume, and I did so many firsts there, and I made so many mistakes. But like it was a family owned. It was a big business ran like a small business, so like I was working with the founders constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And the mistakes weren't big enough that they fired me, so I was just able to pick up so many like things there. Like before then, I knew some general stuff, like I knew how to use Photoshop, but I hadn't like worked in a professional setting where I've had to like send files to manufacturers and like write emails and do all the professional stuff that comes with having that job. You know? So that was my big like incubator situation for a while. For sure. I made so many typos and expensive typos too.
Oh my god. Hey, that's how you learn.
Yeah, for sure. It is how I learned. Or that is how I learned.
I learned compositing from a really patient, honestly a saint of a man. Honestly, he was totally in his right to chuck me out of a window and kill me with the amount of like asking. Like, I would just like ask him to explain stuff that he has explained to me like 1,000 times. And we worked on like putting CG on top of films, like CG of dogs talking and stuff, and stuff like that.
You do cool stuff.
That was a long time ago, man. That was 2018. Scary, bro.
That's scary. Yeah, it is scary.
But you know, I like just didn't know shit. Like every time he would say anything, I'd be like, "That's cool." Wait, what did you say?
Like your brain doesn't process it until you need it.
Yeah, like I would literally do the thing on my own like 30 times and like still ask him. It was pretty pathetic.
Well, I mean, you learned it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
that man now?
Hopefully living his best life. I mean, I'll check in with him like once every whatever. He seems like he's doing fine. He just got married.
Oh yeah.
Did you have any good mentors when you worked at the place, or were you pretty much just like freeballing it?
I was their only graphic designer. They had one before, and that was the person that I was replacing.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was just me doing it.
Why'd they replace him? Oh, sorry, go on.
Well, the way that family-owned businesses work is they just work the people they hire to like insanity, and then they quit out of like insanity.
Really?
Because they're like family-owned businesses. They're like they hire people that are pillars of the business. Like they do. Like when I worked there, I did so much stuff outside of my purview of what a graphic artist as a title would be. You know, like I video edited, I did photo shoots, I did so much stuff. I was like a event photographer. I like helped with streaming stuff, and but it's just because that's the expectation working there. But of course that drives people crazy over time if you're just like holding up that side of the business completely by yourself.
Yeah.
And they did eventually hire people. I'd say not at Showstopper, but one of my biggest mentors is Jay Lynn, and I worked with them at Feminist Frequency, and they're one of those people that have their shit together. Like they're so scheduled and organized, but then they still find time to be creative and like manage it in a way that my brain is just like, it's inconceivable to me.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I know that feeling.
like they'll work like 15 minutes on a project for 3 years consistently. I'm like, how do you do this? I don't understand.
Drink water today?
I did. I will drink some more.
You're gonna need it for what's to come, buddy.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna be asking you the hard questions.
The Sonic lore questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm ready. I was trying to like conjure up, trying to think of the most obscure things, like it's a test or something. I feel like I haven't studied.
Well, you know more about like Sonic lore than me in areas that I haven't spent a lot of time on. I know like all the shit from the booklets that they gave you in the game. You know what I mean?
Like
their ages and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I watched Sonic X as well. And then of course I played just like some games and whatever too. And they like I stopped thinking about it, and then like a couple months ago I was like, they had the Muslim Devil in the 360 game that everyone hated that I liked, where Sonic makes out with
Sonic
a human.
Yeah.
And
that game has redeeming qualities, but yeah, the making out part's not one of them.
First of all, I always liked that game, except for I found the walking around and like figuring out where to go thing a little bit difficult, but it was kind of like giving Sonic Adventure 1 a little bit like Dreamcast, which was kind of cool.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's because it was meant to be a soft reboot, kind of.
Of Sonic Adventure 1, or?
Just of the whole franchise. But it is of Sonic 1, kind of, because that was the genre of game that they had for a while. That they were going with for 3D Sonic.
Yeah.
I like the story in that game.
Yeah, I didn't think the story was bad. I mean, it was interesting, and like I said, the Muslim Devil was in it, so.
Okay.
Iblis.
So Iblis, okay.
So that is the official Muslim like name for like the devil.
Oh, yeah, I'm reading about it right now. I actually didn't know that.
Is it Iblis or Ibis?
Iblis, unless it's pronounced differently, but it's spelled Iblis, like how Sonic is spelled.
Yeah. Yeah, so
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder. Huh.
It's like really specific, right?
Yeah, it's like the same name. I wonder if is Solaris something.
I don't know.
Solaris is the thing it transforms into. Iblis transforms into when it like the final boss.
Oh, what is that? Oh, it transforms into it, and that, I guess that's like what it really is. Or is this like
It's,
a...
Solaris, also known as the Sun God and the Flame of Hope.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was split into two halves, which was Iblis and Mephiles.
Oh!
So when those combine, they become Solaris.
So they're kind of like twins.
Yeah.
Mephiles was like something that like, did people not receive him well? I seem to remember people drawing like fan art of him.
People did not receive. They were like I'm sure you remember, but in the early YouTube culture, Sonic 06 was just like hated relentlessly. I blame Game Grumps. But they were just that game. People downloaded their opinions about that game through YouTube.
Sad.
You know what I mean?
Well, the idea from DeviantArt, because I wasn't plugged into YouTube yet at this point, but I was on my DeviantArt shit, and people were basically like, "Oh, this game sucks, but I kind of want Mephiles."
That's real. I mean, Mephiles. It is funny that it's like the villain is like Shadow's shadow.
Yes. How many more do we have to go? Like, how many shadows are there gonna be?
There's the shadow androids. That's all I can think of. That's the only other one.
Yeah, I liked that game. And I like the whole, like, silver blaze thing, but, like, also, I don't really care about it that much, I guess.
Blaze is a contentious point in that game because they, like, retconned her history. Because originally she was from a parallel dimension. Because when she came out with Sonic Rush on the DS, that was her canon.
Oh,
and then
and they
in
changed
Sonic
it to
06,
the future.
Yeah, with Silver. Yeah.
And people were mad about that?
Yeah, it's just because it's just inconsistent. It's like weird and confusing because now we live past all those games where like all of them are kind of canon. It's kind of just like which one was the right answer here.
Right.
And people really liked Blaze's character in Sonic Rush because she's a really good, like, interesting character. She's like a rival to Sonic in that game.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Shadow was and Knuckles was.
Mm-hmm. I'm in love.
Yeah, Blaze is cool. And I like Silver's design, but he is just literally Trunks. Like, unironically, he is just Trunks from Dragon Ball. Like, personality and everything.
What's your opinion on Tikal?
Tikal's cool.
Yeah? So I gotta say about that?
I try to remember.
You don't have to rack your brain for, like, an opinion on Tikal, like... I just know that, like, you were mentioning how Robotnik was kind of, like, weirdly into their religion and stuff. And, Tikal was very, like... Was she, like, a spirit guide? Or was she Knuckles', like, past life? Or, like, neither? Was she just, like, a princess? Or, like, I don't know.
I think she was like a princess. I vaguely remember this. I know a lot more about Sonic Adventure 2 than 1. But she was like a princess, and I'm pretty sure she was just like a spirit guiding Knuckles. I don't think I think maybe all the Echidnas are like I don't know. I think she was like a spirit, but she was like the daughter of the main chieftain, who was like the warmonger.
Oh, and she was like, "Father, don't do war. It's bad."
And he was like, "I'm gonna do a war."
Yeah. Classic bit.
But I like her design, and she was playable in Sonic Adventure Battle, the battle mode, I think. Or am I wrong? Tikal. No, I think I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong.
She was cool.
Like her design. I don't know if I don't remember Sonic X too well. I did watch Sonic X growing up, but I don't know if she's like in Sonic X pretty heavily.
I think she is. But not like you said, like I don't think it was too many episodes. I think what's her name got more airtime, the weird plant character. Oh yeah, to call him
Cosmo.
Yes, Cosmo, which famously they shot in the face.
Yeah, they did. The third season of Sonic X is crazy.
Yeah, Sonic X is like one of those shows where it's like you're like, okay, whatever, and then the last season is just so fricked up. Truly.
I heard that they were gonna cancel Sonic X, but it did so well in America that they made the third season for America.
Oh my god.
Apparently it didn't do well at all in Japan.
Well, I mean, in retrospect, looking back on that, because I gave it a rewatch like 6 years ago or whatever. Well, definitely rough, but the last season is giving Game of Thrones.
I should rewatch it. I'd have to tolerate Chris Thorndike again, though, and I don't know if I could do that.
Who's he play?
Or Chris Thorndike, the main kid person.
Oh, yeah.
Ash Ketchum, like, Sonic!
Yeah. Oh my god, Sonic! You're my best friend! And he's like this rich kid that no one knows. He's just like...
My parents hate me.
Oh my god, I forgot about this kid. And his hair is very giving... Like, he's like a...
Sora.
Yeah!
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, what was that? That was probably some business guy's idea or something.
You needed a kid. How are kids going to relate to this if they don't see a kid? They need to imagine that they're hanging out with Sonic.
Unbelievable. Meanwhile, we're all fantasizing about, like, Sonic being next to us as we're in a vehicle.
We're fantasizing that we're also, like, a Sonic character. We don't, like, have to think about us as a human.
And then we'd, like, save the day in front of Sonic, and Sonic would think we're cool.
Yeah, or we're just like, we beat him up. We're stronger than Sonic. And
yes.
Like...
and in my case, bad. And also a vampire.
Yeah, they did not understand the appeal of that franchise.
Yeah, they didn't understand the appeal of everything 4Kids at that time. Like, from my understanding, 4Kids was like, I forget his name, but like, some guy was like, come on, let me have fun. They're like, ugh, whatever, no one's gonna be watching anyway. And then, like, it was 4Kids.tv.
What an interesting time.
That was
4
crazy.
Kids.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if they played Teen Titans or if that was just Cartoon Network.
I think Warner Brothers might have played it on their cartoon block.
Mm-hmm.
But before 4Kids, it was also known as the Fox Box. I don't know if you were watching it back then.
No, that sounds like an interesting turn of phrase.
It's in an image. Oh, that image is tiny. I'll try to find a picture.
Oh, that's a good logo.
It is fun. But yeah, it was basically 4Kids, but it became 4Kids.
Yeah. This was a good
Have
time.
you ever seen the 4Kids? They got all the voice actors from all the cartoons that were airing at the time to sing the national anthem.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yes. Oh my god. Hold the phone. How can I forget about this?
No, Kit Kat. Hold on a second.
4Kids national anthem. Oh my god, the automatic thumbnail on YouTube is like Knuckles the Echidna with his mouth open. Oh my god, the Wix Club.
Oh, true, the Wix Club.
And the Tokyo Mew Mew.
I never watched Cubix. I don't know what Cubix is. I was a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon from that era, though. I did like that show.
What if I played this version of the national anthem before every stream?
We'd have to, like... Do you remember freaking in school they would make us stand up and do that every single day?
You know that they don't do that in other countries?
Yeah, that was an interesting thing to learn.
Where were you when you learned that?
I don't remember a lot of my, like, early teenage years.
I didn't learn that shit until my 20s.
Oh.
I was like in my 20s, like early 20s, when I learned that we were the only country that like does that. I mean, I don't know what they do in North Korea, but
Sure, yeah.
but that like no European country does that basically, and China doesn't do that either.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't do that. Have you ever been to oh my god, what's it called? Not Buffalo Wild Wings. Mission Barbecue.
No.
Do you know about what they do?
No, I have no idea.
You should look up if there's a Mission Barbecue near you, and then try to plan to be there at exactly noon. Like go there for lunch. I'm not even gonna tell you unless you can't go.
Yeah, let's see which one's the closest. I assume they make you like say the Pledge of Allegiance.
I mean, like you'll be. My sister, I think my sister was the one who put me on game for that. I was just with her and she said, "There's something. We're gonna go to Mission Barbecue." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "I really like barbecue." And then we sat down, and as we were sitting down, she just had this look about her, and next thing I heard was like, "Can I please get your attention for the national anthem? Please stand up for all of our brave soldiers." And like they all have like a tank out front, which is like also really weird.
Yeah, my closest one's an hour and 40 minutes away, so thank you for the spoilers.
I mean, yeah, that's all you need to know.
That's very interesting crossroads of corporate restaurant chain food and capitalism or patriotism. That's interesting. In the middle of your meal, I would love just like if you're in there. Did the people around you like pay attention? Did they like put their hands over their hearts and like stand up?
There were people there that I could tell like this was like this is why they came here. Like this was like their only interaction with like other people that they have.
Interesting.
And it's like, and that like some of them looked like, you know, like their eyes were closed and they were rocking their head and shit. Like it was nuts.
Whoa.
Like they were vibing to that national anthem.
And barbecue.
And barbecue.
What more could you ask for? A plate of barbecue and the national anthem.
Period.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, I didn't have croissants today. So.
Oh, I was gonna ask actually. 'Cause you were talking about pizza.
Oh my god, pizza? Oh my god, why would you bring that up? Besides that, I was talking about it.
Yeah. I'm on a pizza break.
Oh, did you pizza a little bit too hard?
Yeah, my stomach's been upset recently, so I've just been eating the not hard on your stomach stuff, you know.
Yeah, Michael and I have been giving ourselves a break in general as well.
There was something I was going to say about Sonic. About echidnas and Tikal.
Yes.
Have you heard of the game called Sonic? Like the Dark Brotherhood, Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood.
No, never heard of her.
That game was a turn-based RPG released on the Nintendo DS, developed by BioWare, which were the people behind Mass Effect.
Whoa.
And it was really weird and interesting. But they went into like echidna culture lore, where apparently what Chaos did to them is they like. This actually gets into a huge rabbit hole involving Archie Sonic lore with Kim Penders. Have you heard of the myth Kim Penders?
No.
Do you want me to go into it? Is that
Yeah. I deliver whatever you think is the correct chronology I need to get where you're going with this echidna thing, which I'm very invested in.
So the Kim Penders was a writer for the Archie comics back when those were getting released, and something that is important to understand about the Archie comics is that they were just really, really, really weird. They were very clearly written by like a team of like 3 people, and Sega did not control what they were writing. They basically just like, they would submit it to Sega and they'd approve it and they would ship it. So the canon in that and the themes that it covers are so strange and bizarre, because it's clearly just someone's fan fiction that like Sonic characters are in for some reason. And Ken Penders, he wanted to write this like sci-fi Native American story, but Archie wouldn't pick it up. So he used a lot of his story concepts. He like infused Knuckles into his story and the echidnas and stuff. So those comics explore like Knuckles' family, and they make a whole family tree of all the Knuckles. I'm gonna try to find an image for you. And they dive really deep into it. I can talk more about that specifically, but how that's relevant to Sonic Chronicles is they also dived into Sonic lore, or into Archie lore, not Archie lore, Echidna lore. And when they did that, Ken Penders sued Sega because apparently the way that his contract was formed or something with Archie is that he had ownership of the characters that he created through them.
Ooh.
So they went to court and he won.
Yes.
That's actually why the comic died, because they couldn't use those characters anymore. It survived a little bit after that, but like after that, I imagine Sega didn't want anything to do with Archie.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Wow. Why didn't they just let him continue to cook and be in charge of it?
Like instead of, or in charge of Archie?
Or like, you know, like make more. I guess because he like made a fuss.
Yeah, and it's also one of those things where it's like the Archie canon again is like so strange and bizarre because it's its own unique thing that I think it's not like super representative of like the Sonic brand, you know? Like the stories weren't, it's like you're reading these stories with characters you know, but they're acting differently and they have different backstories. And when they rebooted it with IDW, everything was like super cohesive. There's probably a little bit of both. Knuckles' family history. Oh, but in Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, the echidnas were like transported to an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
So they came back in that game, and there's like unique echidnas, but there's some of the Ken Penders creations, and they're literally just like Knuckles with like stuff on them, but he owns them.
That's awesome.
And he owns Scourge the Hedgehog.
Who is that?
Scourge the Hedgehog. This bad boy. You've probably seen him before, and not in the context.
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, I love all the. I've seen this picture of all these Knuckleses.
Yeah.
Rasta Knuckles. Girl Knuckles. Gay Knuckles. Cat-eye Knuckles. Yoda
Oh wait,
Knuckles.
there's labels on.
Yeah. They have one that says Gay Knuckles.
It's awesome.
Douchebag Knuckles. Mohawk Knuckles. Super Knuckles Bro 2. Eyebrow Knuckles. Oh, this guy looks like he reminds me of I've seen this guy. I've seen this guy a whole bunch.
He's really famous.
I feel like they kind of incorporated some of him into the Falcon or whatever from the Sonic Riders game.
I can see that.
What's his name? Whatever. Speedo.
Speedo the Hawk. I think Jet the Hawk, I believe.
Wait, what was it?
Jet.
Oh yeah, duh.
But Speedo is a better name, I think.
Speedo.
But his story is that he was literally an alternate dimension Sonic. So, and then he absorbed the Chaos Emeralds to make him look more unique later. But originally his design was literally just like the classic comic trope of like the hero's name. He was like anti-Sonic, and he was just Sonic in a freaking leather jacket.
Pointy teeth. Love that. And he's got scars.
but like he owns him, and I just think that's so interesting because it's literally Sonic in a leather jacket.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can own that, but
Oh my god, I love that. I want to get a tattoo of that. He's like, up yours,
Yeah, he actually rules his Mobius. He took over the world in his dimension, and all of his friends secretly hate him and want him to die.
Yeah, because they're jealous of him.
Yeah. He's just an asshole.
Well, I think it's almost time for me to not get a pizza. I'm not gonna get a pizza. So I'm gonna head out, but thanks for doing this Sonic chat, new game, with new game, pre-game.
Yes, it was fun. Thank you.